Howdy, y'all. Joe Hills here, recording as I always do in Nashville, Tennessee, and we are just flying past the Ministry of Truth beneath the waves here, on our way to the Guardian Farm. I don't know if you know this, but the Nether project is, Nether Hub project is well underway, but it needs a little bit more of that, what do you call that, special Guardian Farm magic light and sauce stuff. So we're gonna swim generally in that direction. We don't actually have good enough boots to really take full advantage of the Dolphin Information Superhighway. If they don't really call it the Dolphin Information Superhighway, then they're really missing a trick. But, wow. Yeah, this is... I should have just taken a boat, maybe. Didn't bring a boat. Didn't plan that part of this particularly well. But I'm generally under the impression that this should take me to the place where I can get all the Guardian-related accoutrements that the project will desire. So here we go. Alrighty, so we have arrived here at the Guardian Farm, which for some reason I can't actually land inside of. Okay, so let's see, what does the sign say? Don't let your guard down, don't be a fish, get an NHO. Okay, so how do we... This is picked up items chest. So I stand here, and then I think I stabbed these guys with my sword. How does this work? Now, am I supposed to be slowly taking damage? That's right. It seems like I shouldn't be running out of health so fast. Shortly after we arrived, it turned out that Cub was in the process of setting up to do the same thing. He had just logged off for a bit. So, since his armor actually has mending on it, he can go ahead and stay here all day, whereas I've already busted a hole in my helmet that's the shape and size of an entire helmet. I have gathered enough to make 23 sea lanterns, which is not really all that impressive in the scale of the hub, but, you know, I tried. I showed up. You know what? While we're here, maybe we should take some of this cod home to cook. Are people just abandoning stuff in these chests? Like, cause like, we could always use extra heads for the playhouse, for the esports room. You know what? I'll leave them here, cause I don't know. Cub is now saying that pumpkins have the same light level as, these. So we should probably just head out. I don't know how many of you guys saw the movie Hackers, but we are going to hack the planet with our shovels here in order to create rows upon rows of pumpkin growths? No, wait. So we're going to go ahead and place the pumpkins that we already picked. And we're going to use shears to turn them all into jack-o'-lanterns so that we can then fill them with torches, including this one. Great. So that gives us 9 more lit blocks for the Nether Hub project. That's how you get it done, guys. 9 blocks at a time. 9 skip. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 pumpkins! Boom! Slowly but surely, our pumpkin farm is indeed producing the future jack-o'-lanterns of tomorrow that will elevate our Nether Hub to be a truly world-class Season 6 worthy endeavor. You know, a lot of hermits have been wondering, like, hey, when are we going to get this locked down? Because, you know, the rest of the world judges us by our Nether Hub, whether that's fair or not. You know, people are going to look at us and say, hey, how good can Hermitcraft be if their Nether Hub is not that good? And so, to those folks, I say, well, you know, we're working on it. Now, you might say, Joe, this seems like a suboptimal method for placing jack-o'-lanterns. Why does it need to be a square? Why would you grow it outward in that way? I don't know, guys. I'm just dumb. I'm having fun. 2 things I'm doing well. Being me and enjoying being me. Hey, there we go. We have filled in a very tiny, tiny portion of this. That's real progress, guys. One of the reasons I actually did place those like that was because I wanted to actually show proportionally how much we have left. Like, on the whole, most of this is filled in. Most of this is filled in, but the stuff that still isn't filled in is going to take some serious time. And Mumbo is busy blowing up half the server, too. So, good job, Mumbo. Oh well. Off to the pumpkin farm we return. Time skip. Bad news, everybody. It turns out jack-o'-lanterns are spawnable. So we have grabbed some extra glass that when we enter the nether now, we can quickly throw as much glass down atop of the jack-o'-lanterns that have been placed as possible to prevent gas from hitting us with their flaming things and then blowing up all the sea lanterns that everybody worked so hard on. Wow, Cubfan did a really good job of getting a bunch of sea lanterns. He's already started filling in a ton of this. So we're just going to quickly run through here like so. And start placing these. Now we're going to have to replace this glass with the appropriate blocks when it's time, but it's not time yet. I think that there will be something else that'll go on top of this, so it wouldn't be obvious in the long term what was here, but we just don't want to have any gas blowing up Cubfan while he's in process. Just as a courtesy, you know, to the others on the server who spent so long building this beautiful sea of, what do you call these? Sea lanterns. The Sea of Sea Lanterns. And now I'm out of glass again. Okay. So we are going to go get more glass. Time skip. So Cubfan has raised some concerns about the amount of glass I've had to place. That makes me, because, you know, everybody's going to have to remove it. But, like, if you think about it, a ghast can spawn on one pumpkin as long as there's nothing there. Now, you can't necessarily spawn on these pumpkins because there's other stuff kind of around it. But, like, I think that if we didn't have another one here, that a ghast could spawn on that. So I think we need the glass every 2 pumpkins or so in order to prevent ghast spawning. So we can just kind of come through like this. And place our glass accordingly. Ta-da! Oh no, I fell. Dang it. That wasn't the plan. Away! It is fairly evident that these pumpkins will just keep popping up, and I can keep axing them like we're playing Axamole, or Axa Pumpkin, I don't know. But, you know, in terms of efficiency, it's not the most efficient use of my time to run around and strike a pumpkin every time I see it pop up. Like, it does technically clear that area for another pumpkin to grow quicker when I do that, but it seems like I could be doing something better with my time on the whole. And so I started thinking, what would I do with my time better? Look at this! Did you guys know that this cliff up here is just a weird thing? Because it is. This is just a flat 1 block thick piece of dirt here that extends outward. And I was looking at that and I was like, you know, I've got a bunch of random dirt from all of the digging and whatnot that went into this part of the project. Why don't I just kind of start kind of cleaning this up a little bit? You know, that doesn't really cost me anything. In fact, I've got too much dirt in my inventory as it is. So it would be kind of a courtesy or a kindness to the others on the server if, rather than just tossing this dirt into some lava pit, I gave back by placing some blocks, you know? When in doubt, place blocks on the Hermitcraft server, and so that's what we're going to do. We're going to just kind of give the grass here an opportunity to reclaim this. And let's see. We want to kind of have a natural curve to this hill that complements kind of the overall kind of way that this slices outward. We've got a slightly rounded corner here, and so we want to do the same all the way down. So we're going to come this way a little bit. And once again, just we have so much dirt. There's no need to be stingy with it, you know? And in the meantime, look at that. We've had at least like 10 pumpkins spawn, which is not bad. This is a good way to keep ourselves from getting too idle while we let those just generally make their way into the world. Cub Fan is just placing away prismarine sea lanterns as quickly as he can. In the meantime, I've continued working on our little pumpkin glass thing here. We have a lattice of glass to stop ghasts from spawning. But you know what? Iskall is on, and he says he has infinite pumpkins, which he plans to deliver. So I will accept those shortly. None of those are pumpkins. Oh, there we go. There's the pumpkins. Woo, pumpkins. Okay, guys, this is like a pumpkin festival here. Thanks, Iskall! So many pumpkins! Yay! Okay, so we are going to start placing some of these and shearing them. Now, the thing to remember is that he needs more chests. Do I have another one? No. I don't carry chests. Sorry. Cub? Does Cub have chests? Where'd Cub go? From the humble beginning of a few pumpkins gently and artisanally placed from our farm, to the transition to the pumpkins provided by Iskall, we have actually done more good than harm, which is surprising. Look, there's Cub now. He's taking advantage of some of Iskall's pumpkins as well. But basically, every pumpkin you see in that line there, with the glass on top of them, those are the ones we were able to place this episode. Thanks primarily to Iskall, although, you know, that pumpkin farm did give us a good start. You know, sometimes before you go ask Iskall for a bunch of free stuff, you need to demonstrate that you're willing to do the work yourself, but that you appreciate his help as well, you know? So thank you again to Iskall for dropping off all the torches and additional pumpkins. I wish I could keep laying them all out today, but unfortunately I have obligations at home I must attend to. So, in order to be a responsible adult, I say, until next time, y'all, this is Joe Hills from Nashville, Tennessee. Keep adventuring.